championships won for Ginebra and the San Miguel Beermen.
Impressive resumes on both sides.
Oh my goodness. As of last count, I think if I'm not mistaken, only 16 coaches have won one title, at least, in the 35 years of existence by the PBA. Just to be along those elite names is definitely a major accomplishment.
Still a 1-point ball game in favor of the Aces. Simpson inside, and he is going to get locked up.
Very active offensively when he first came in here. When Alaska dropped its first 2 games, he was still trying to find his flow in the offense of the triangle look by Coach Tincombe. But definitely after the first 2 games, it's a different Diamond Simpson that we're looking at. More confident and more flexible. And his teammates have also learned how to play with him. Look at that play.
Alley-oop play, not finished by Simpson. Now Ambrose taking it down. Ambrose trying to go end to end, and that will not trickle in, but he will get a chance at the line.
Looks like Ambrose is a natural 3-man. Can handle the basketball after getting a defensive rebound. Can push the ball, put the ball on the floor, attack the basket as he extracts the first personal foul from Sonny Toss.
So the Barangay Ginebra Kings had a good run with Obi Story. He averaging 24 points, 18 rebounds per game. You can't say that that's a bad import performance, but due to injury, Barangay Ginebra Kings have had to bring in some fresh blood, and that opened the door for Milden Ambrose.
Yes, and with the way San Miguel is also playing, and with the arrival of Sean Daniels and Jai Lewis, who are really huge reinforcements.
Right.
The other coaches have started to realize that for you to go to the long haul, you have to have that reinforcement that can match up with the big names like Gabe Freeman and Sean Daniels and Jai Lewis. Kaya nagpalit itong mga ibang coaches dahil you can get wins, of course, but if you want to go to the entire route, definitely you have to match up well. Even with this guy here, Diamond Simpson, who is a real gem of an import.
Bonacher still trying to find that range. Barangay Ginebra could build on the lead here. Crossover by Kagiwa, and he scores!
Ambrose once again pushing that basketball. Kagiwa getting that ball at the top of the key, scoring his 6th point of the ball game. Alaska should try to contain the spark, who's out to make himself a supreme scorer here. Yeah, na-inspired din sa pagdating ni Willie Miller, I'm sure.
Eman asking for it down low, but it's taken away. 2-on-1 play. And a Fast and the Furious combination. Almost scoring there, but Mark Aguiwa will have a chance at the line.
And Ginebra, whenever they push the pace and keep the crowd involved, they are a tough team to beat. Number 2 in fast break points with almost 14. Ginebra, however, is 9th only in turnover points scored. Only 13, but so far Alaska has given up some turnover points and fast break points early here in this ball game.
And the worst player for Alaska to put on the line is now about to take his second free throw. Mark Aguiwa ranked number 1 in the free throw department, averaging 92%.
9, make that 11 out of 12 heading into this ball game. 8 quick points out of the 12 markers by Ginebra, scored by Mark Aguiwa.
Now a 5-point ball game, 12-7, 7 minutes and 8 remaining in the first. Simpson forces it in the baseline, nothing there. Battle for the loose ball, it's recovered by Sonny Toss, and Toss scoring all by his lonesome down there.
And that's one major strength by Alaska, second chance scoring.
Yes.
Triple tower combination gets you a lot of offensive rebounds.
And Sonny Toss will be called for pushing. That will be foul number 2 on him. And from our angle, we're seeing Eric Menk being prepped to come back in. Eric Menk, who has been such a force for Barangay Ginebra on the rebounding department. It's no wonder that Ginebra is currently number 1 in rebounds in this Fiesta Conference.
Well, the major pain has been in the league for nearly a decade. Has also been a fixture on the Ginebra lineup for the last so many years. And the nice thing about Eric Menk is that when the playoffs comes, no pagdating in playoffs, talagang he is able to elevate his game. And has proven himself to be a winner also. In his many years playing for some teams here, started out his career for Taguay, and now has been probably the best big guy, best local guy for Ginebra over the last few years.
The Alaska Aces still trailing by 5 as we approach the halfway mark of the first quarter. Ponacher, will this finally be the made 3 he's looking for? No. And now, Barangay Ginebra with the numbers. Oh, what a zip pass! Meant for John Ferriols.
Even John Ferriols is running the floor for Ginebra. 4 turnover points and 3 fast break points for Ginebra. 7 out of 16 points coming in open court.
They set it up once again for Eman in the low post. Eman, the hook shot, no. And that's recovered by Ferriols. Helterbrand, locks and loads.
They got the rhythm. And now it's a big 10-point lead here in the first for the Gin Kings.
And Coach Tim Cohen of the Alaska Aces looking to stop the momentum with this timeout.
Welcome back to the Big Dome. Patricia Bermudez, he's on right here at courtside. Let's talk about Milton Ambrose, who just arrived in the country just last Monday after a stint with the Idaho Stampede in the NBDL. And it was mentioned he's the first ever most improved player, averaging 16 points and getting 8 rebounds per outing. He says he's a do-everything kind of player, very versatile, can drive, post up, and he can shoot. And he's a very offensive-minded player and thrives in a run-and-gun system. So it seems like he'll be a good fit with Ginebra. Coach Jongo is looking for consistency and someone who could complement the locals. Not that Avi's story didn't deliver, they just want to exercise their options and maybe try out Milden for 3 or 4 games. Vito?
Thank you, Patricia. And if it's run and gun, if that's exactly the kind of basketball he'll be bringing here for Barangay Ginebra, the fans are in for something special.
Of course, he's younger, much younger than Story. He was already about 32 years old with younger legs. He's able to just complement the running game of Ginebra. There are guys such as Ronald Tubid and J.J. Helterbrand who can push the pace. And with the entry of Willie Miller, we can also provide spark in transition. Definitely, Ginebra will be out to run and out to score in the 90s or even in the 100-point level.
Joe Devan's about to see his first minutes of action for the Alaska Aces. Same can be said for Ronald Tubid, who is now in, replacing John Ferriols.
The hard part about this game for both of these coaches is that the trade only happened about a couple of days ago. That's why I'm sure that they will be slowly just be inserting their new reinforcements to talk about guys such as Willie Miller and Cyrus Baguio, and allow the rest of the holdovers to play and get their rhythm early here in this ball game.
And a 3 knocked down by Ambrose, so we know he's got that. And it is back to a 10-point lead, 21-11, with 4 minutes and 48 remaining in the first. Devance inside, Tony De La Cruz stops and pops.
In the 2 games that Alaska has won, Tony De La Cruz has won that player of the game honors. And even if Willie Miller hit that winning basket against Derby Ace, Tony De La Cruz had a lot to say about Alaska's first winning streak of the tournament.
Difficult pass meant for Ambrose. It's taken away by the Aces. Tenorio over to Simpson. Simpson drives inside.
Very aggressive. Very aggressive to the basket. When he first came in here in the first 2 games that we saw him play, all he did was try to go to his right. But in the last 2 games of Alaska, he has been able to find the driving lane going to his left. And as a result, he is a tougher cover for the defensive team. At ang hirap i-scout dahil makakapunta ng kanan, makaka-finish sa kaliwa. And he is no pushover in terms of talent. At alam mo, hindi naman kaliitan ito.
That's right.
Ang haba, ang tangkad, at mahusay talaga.
It's back to a 7-point ball game. Ambrose out to Kagiwa. Here comes Ronald Tubid. And now Eric Meg takes the long jumper. No good. Tenorio. Tenorio, no options yet. He goes all the way.
7 against 2 run here by Alaska forces the hand of Coach Jong Ichiko to call ceasefire.
And here's another look at L.A. Tenorio getting past the Giants, and we'll be right back after this. First quarter action continues at the Big Dome. 3 minutes and 29 still remaining. Barangay Ginebra staying ahead by 5, but the Alaska Aces could eat into this. Brandon Cablay now on the floor for the Aces.